Okay, everybody, welcome, welcome. I am excited to dive into this conversation about doTERRA as a business. It's always fun to be on this fact-finding mission with people and see if it is the right fit for them. As I dive into tonight, I know many of you guys are watching the recording, so please write down your questions, reach out after, let me know. I'm happy to answer them. But when we get on your strategy call, we can dive deeper into them. But let's dive right in. So, we've talked about this idea of building a side hustle. You might have seen me post about it or share about it. And kind of a lot of times for people, doTERRA is a little bit of a side hustle. It's something that you do on the side and you build it. And then maybe like me, it becomes something that takes over for you and becomes your largest income. Or maybe for you, you're just ready to dive in and have it be your largest income. Wherever you stand on that spectrum, you're going to learn a ton of value tonight. But basically, a side hustle is something you can do in the nooks and crannies of life, has the potential to grow past that. There's so many different options that you can do. So maybe it's personal product sales, like you make jewelry or bath bombs or something. You have a craft or ebook that you sell. Maybe it's coaching and consulting, like you have courses that you sell, or you do one-on-one work or group work. Maybe it's network marketing, which is doTERRA, right? The thing about network marketing that's cool is it's an established business model and it's a pre-packaged product. So when you're making your own crafts, you have to package the product, buy the supplies, make the product, ship the product, do all of those things, right? With doTERRA, it's pre-packaged in beautiful packaging and sent out from doTERRA. You have none of that hassle. When you're building a coaching and consulting firm, if you guys have done that, I know I work directly with a lot of coaches and a lot of consultants. It's a lot of fun, but it is a lot of work and you have to do it all from the back end yourself. Everything is on you to create your content. And that's kind of a nice thing about doTERRA, especially if you're building your coaching practice or your consulting practice, is you can plug this in really nicely because you don't have to make the business model for this. The business model is made for you. So it can be done in conjunction with your coaching and your consulting really easy. Heck, a lot of it can be done with your personal product sales as well. So you guys might know that I teach workshops on stress and anxiety. And, in there we talk about oils. So I'm, doing my coaching and consulting with my doTERRA, kind of coupling those together for people, and it works nicely. So what I always ask people is, what changes do you want to see in your life? Do you want to have the ability to increase your income, the ability to make your own schedule, have more time with your family, with your friends, get away from maybe a bad boss or a bad job if you're still in a 9 to 5, not be reliant on income from business or job that keeps opening and closing. I think that's something really relevant for a lot of people right now. Did you have a job at the beginning of 2020 that is no longer there? Or is it, open one day, close the next, on and off unemployment? Do you want the ability to work from home or really from anywhere? I just booked a trip to Puerto Vallarta with my boyfriend and his family, and I know that I have some work obligations that week, but it's okay because I can work from wherever I am, enjoy the beach, and then go get a little bit of work done. Everything is shifting and I'm uncertain of my future. I'm getting this a lot from people lately. It's just, you don't know what's coming in the next year, 6 months, couple years. Like you're uncertain. Jobs are changing, careers are changing, everything's shifting. So lots of uncertainty there. So let's talk about this opportunity. Let's explore this opportunity. What would be the best part of running your own business? If you're watching this recording, I want you to pause and just maybe journal on that for a little bit. Write some ideas down. Think about how you feel about network marketing. As there stories that you've been told, have you had personal experiences? Was your mom one of those people that was like in and out of network marketing companies? Do you have friends that are like, one day they sell shampoo, the next day they sell leggings, the next day they sell candles, and they swear they're all the best thing in the world, right? What is your story around network marketing? Or is your story positive? Do you know people like me who have done well with network marketing and created a successful career about it, right? What are your feelings? What intrigues you about the opportunity with doTERRA? Something in your mind said, hey, I want to learn a little bit more about this. So what is that? Get really curious about what had you say, yeah, I want to know more about this opportunity. Because if we can get really curious about what brought us here, it's going to help us get really curious about our why of why we want to build this business or why we want to build any business that we're building, because building a business takes work, right? What would residual income mean for you and your family? So when you think about residual income, that means that no matter what, you can have a set amount of income coming in each and every month. I know I do coaching and consulting. You don't know when your next client's coming in. You don't know if you'll always have a full client load. You can hope, but you don't know, right? You don't know if you can open 10 spots for your next program and know that you have the capacity to make $30,000, but you don't know if those 10 spots are going to fill, right? So having this residual income can make a really big difference in stability and peace of mind when it comes to our finances. So what does that mean for you, right? What does financial freedom mean to you? That means something different to everybody. I can ask this question to 10 different people and they'll all have a different answer. Some people it's 6 figures. Some people it's a certain amount of money in the bank. Some people it's no debt. Some people it's knowing that their bills are paid for the rest of their lives. It's like everyone's a little different with it. So really getting clear on what financial freedom means to you. So again, take some time, journal about these things. If you're watching the recording, you can definitely just pause and write your answers down. If you're here with me live, you can kind of write these prompts down and journal about it, or check out the slides later, but just spend some time thinking about these things. But let's talk about financial freedom and what it means to me. So we ask ourselves, where are we on this spectrum? On the left side, we have a traditional job, trading hours for dollars, limit on advancement and earnings, limited time freedom, building others' dreams. On the right side, we have authentic direct sales, which is doTERRA. We have a true residual income, no limit on advancement and earnings, freedom to choose your schedule, building your dreams. So here's the cool thing. In a traditional job, you cannot out earn your boss. That's just the structure. That's how it is. You have a hierarchy. It's a, pyramid shape, right? We always have this conversation about network marketing being a pyramid. I'm like, everything's a pyramid. So when you look at it, you have the boss at the top and you can't out earn that person, right? That's just the way the model is built. However, in authentic direct sales, you can out earn the person that helped you get started, the person above you, right? So the person that helped me get started is the 4th rank in the company. They're low on the totem pole there, right? Where I'm in the top 3 ranks of the company. So I out earn her, I outgrew her, right? I can do that because I'm building my dream, because I'm in charge of how far I go. And that's the beauty of this business, right? So why doTERRA when we talk about authentic direct sales? It's the most tested, most trusted essential oil company, natural product company in the world. As of now, we actually have over 10 million customers. They're used by doctors and hospitals worldwide, and they have a record-breaking retention rate of 65% with an average industry rate of 13%. So what does that mean? So in network marketing, they do research where they say, if 100 people buy from you within that year, how many of them are going to come back and buy again? When you look at traditional direct sales companies, such as makeup companies, clothing companies, even other consumable products like other oil companies and things, their average industry rate is 13 out of those 100 will come back within a year to buy from you again. doTERRA's retention rate is 65%. 65 of those 100 will come back and buy from you again. And doTERRA actually says, instead of looking at a year, we look at 3 months. So within 3 months, 65 of those 100 will come back and buy from you again. So what that means is people truly enjoy these products. These products work. And our model is based on supporting our customers, giving them love, giving them the information and the care that they need, right? So because of that, they feel supported, they make lifestyle changes, and many of them come back and buy on a regular basis. So again, we dive deeper into doTERRA. They're the largest essential oil company in the world. Their growth rate is similar to Apple, $1 billion company in 7 years. We are moving close into being a $2 billion company. It's the optimal timing for this opportunity, right? People are wanting natural health now more than ever. They want to have their health in their hands. They want to be able to manage the stress that they're dealing with, the anxiety that they're dealing with. They want tools for all of that. We're open in 120 plus markets worldwide. You can grow an international business through doTERRA. We're a privately owned company, owned privately by 7 individuals, and we are debt-free with no outside funding. No one can have a say outside of this company. So it's not like they have investors they have to answer to or anything like that. There is no funding outside, and they're debt free. So when we went into this year of 2020, many people are like, oh God, is doTERRA going to be okay? I'm like, yeah, they're debt free. They've got a financial plan for everything. This is how they run their business. So it's pretty incredible to know that they have that. They have a huge heart and they have a huge mission to affect and change the world. They create partnerships with growers around the world, preserve agricultural traditions through our co-impact sourcing method. They do not grow the easy way. They do not harvest the easy way. Instead of having one large farm where they grow all their lavender, they work with over 100 lavender farmers. And they really go in with their co-impact sourcing method to ensure that these growers have the fair trade pricing, the supplies, the tools they need to be safe. They also go in with their nonprofit Healing Hands Foundation, which is focused on giving back. Then the Healing Hands Foundation focuses truly on making sure that these communities have things like running water, medical clinics, schools, what they need to thrive. And as you grow your doTERRA business, other lives are lifted. People's health is improved. People financially and physically and emotionally, you can affect their health, right? Every purchase changes growers' lives and their communities around the world. And you can actually learn a ton more about this at source2.com. But if you have questions, just let me know. Okay, some questions you might have that I want to dive in for you. How do I make money? How much time is involved? Could this work for me? And where do you go from here, right? We want to know what our obligation is. We want to know what to do from here. The answer really is this is going to be different for everyone, but I'm going to give you a general overview. So how do you make money? You share the essential oils with people. You teach them about the oils. You help them enroll and get started with oils, and then you support them. Now, here's the beautiful thing about the Natural Wellness Tips community. I'm going to teach you how to share the essential oils with people. We have ongoing classes that you can invite people to, and I'll jump on and support you and help you teach classes in the beginning. So you're not doing these on your own, you're getting the support and the guidance. When you enroll people, doTERRA packages and sends the products right to them. And we have built-in support. We have an off social media community. We have a community on Kajabi that we're just moving off of Facebook, done with the social media distractions. And we have a support community there. We have a free app that they can use to learn more about their oils. We have an ebook that we send them. We have weekly webinars that they can join. So you don't have to be the one to fully educate over and over again your customers as they come in. We have systems in place for you to make it nice and easy. Okay, so how much time is involved? Here's the cool thing. You can put in different amounts of time depending on how much money you want to earn. So if you want to get your products paid for each month, so maybe you're making $100 to $300 a month to make sure that you have enough to cover your personal products and the things that you're using. Well, if you can put in 3 to 5 hours a week, you can easily make that happen. Over time, that's going to grow and evolve. And even just consistently putting in that 3 to 5 hours a week, you have the potential to grow way past that income. Do you want to supplement your income? So this is like an extra $1,000, $2,000, maybe $3,000 a month. Well, if you put in 10 to 15 hours a week, you can get there. Now, if you really want to replace your income, you want to grow your income past, making $55,000 a year or more, then you want to put in 15 to 30 hours a week plus, depending on who you are, what your goals are, and where you want to end up, right? So could this work for you? These are the questions that I always ask you. Are you passionate about oils, about natural health, about wellness, about helping people live a healthier, happier life? Do you care about people? Can you follow a system and get things done? If you can answer yes to those questions, this could absolutely work for you. That's basically how I came into this business. Is I was so passionate about the oils, and I cared about my friends and family and my people in my life, and I knew that other people needed these oils. So I reached out to my upline and I followed their system and I got things done, right? And now I'm helping people do that exact same thing. So let me explain this to you. So there's two different kinds of income, linear versus residual income, okay? This left side is linear income. This right side is residual income. So what does this cash flow quadrants mean? If you've ever read Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you've heard of the cash flow quadrants. But most people are employees, and there's no problem if you're an employee. I was an employee for a while. We all have been employees. Heck, if you went to school in the public school system, you were an employee. You were taught from kindergarten on to show up during the allotted time that you were supposed to be there in order to get your grade, and speak when spoken to and follow the directions. You were an employee, right? That was school. And then many people leave school and continue to be an employee, which is great. If you have a job that you like and you feel fulfilled in that, that's amazing. But 100% of your income is dependent on you. So you and your job equals your income. So you can't outgrow the job, right? You have a job. There's zero leverage and you're trading time for money. In order to get paid, you have to show up. Now, being self-employed is a step up from that. It means you actually own a job. So this would be a yoga instructor, a massage therapist. This is actually a business coach, unless you have automated courses that go on their own that you don't need to be there for. But if you have to show up for your client calls and things, that's you being self-employed. So your time equals your money, but usually you make a little bit more money than somebody with a job, right? Still no leverage because you still have to trade time for money, and you start over every day at zero, right? So unless you have something going like a membership program, you're starting every single day at zero. And that's why many of the coaches and consultants out there, right? Guys, like people build their programs, their memberships, they have courses that people can buy into all the time, but you have to constantly be feeding people into them, which is great. And I love it. And I do it as well. But I love having my residual income to back me, right? Ooh. So we have business owners. So this is more in the doTERRA model, being a business owner. So you get one. So basically what this is saying is you times people equals your income. So with doTERRA, it's you times how many customers you have, how many people are building this business with you equals your income, right? So you, depending on how many people you bring in, changes your income. Basically, you own a system and people work for you. Now, the cool thing with network marketing is you don't even own a system. You don't even have to own a system, which is expensive. You have to create said system. With network marketing, you actually get to inherit a system from doTERRA, from me, from my team, right? So people equals income. The more people you have in your team, the more customers, the more business partners, the more you make. And you have all the leverage here, which is really cool. Now, if we look at investors, this is where we all want to go, right? So you're making enough money so that you can invest that money, so that money is making you income. And that's passive income, right? Your money works for you. Your income is not dependent on your presence. Once you get your doTERRA business to a certain point, your income's not dependent on your presence. But even in the beginning of doTERRA, if you have people that are deciding to share alongside of you, you're making money when they're working. So it's not necessarily dependent on your presence, which is so cool because in most jobs, we don't have that capacity, right? So let's keep talking about this. The average income needed for retirement in the US is $4,500 per month. That's $54K per year. I'm going to show you something pretty cool in a little bit about how that is the rank of gold. A nest egg of $1 million or $1,080,000 invested and earning 5% interest is needed to receive this monthly income. It's a lot of money to have invested. I know I don't have it invested. 40-year working career needs to save and invest $27K per year to get there. 75% of people at the age of 50 have less than $5K in their bank accounts. 98% of retired people depend on outside financial resources. These are pretty staggering statistics. So let's keep going with this. Why direct sales? Guys, I mentioned this already. It's a built-in business model. Product sourcing, order fulfillment, bills, and customer service are done for you. There's no inventory, no shipping, no overhead requirements. There are some direct sales companies out there that make you buy your product and keep it, and people's garages are filled with leggings and things. I think it's a horrible business model. doTERRA does not buy into that. doTERRA is a built-in educational system, along with I have a built-in educational system that supports your doTERRA business, right? So you get product knowledge, business training, and leadership development, all combined. Low startup costs. The only financial commitment is 100 PV loyalty rewards order per month in order to receive your full commissions. So what does that mean? Okay, so 100 PV is about $100, and that's really buying the product for your own home. Why does doTERRA do this? doTERRA does this because they want you to be a product of the product. They want you to be using the vitamins, using the oils, drinking the protein shakes, the fibers. They want you to be using the soap and the shampoo and the conditioner and the skincare lines. They want you to be a product of the product. They want you to really utilize these products so that you can speak to them and share them. I can promise you, actually, by the time I'm done ordering my monthly supplies for my home, I'm way over 100 PV. But the other cool thing with doTERRA is, as you order more frequently, so after a year of ordering, you get 30% back on everything you order. So every time I order 100 PV, I get $30 back in free essential oils of my choice, which is pretty rad. So if you think about any other business, you want to start a brick and mortar, you have to pay rent. You want to, you even want to start like a jewelry company. You got to buy all the supplies. You've got to find the time to make the jewelry. You've got to have the shipping supplies and all of that, because it's far more than 100 PV a month, $100 a month, right? So it's about 150 a month, right? It's far more than that, because you have to invest so much time into it and so much money into it, right? Whereas doTERRA, they're basically saying use the product and then you can earn all of this money if you choose, right? So let's look at this. What do you want to create? The best way to predict your future is to create it. So income opportunities. These are our ranks from executive up to presidential diamond, and you'll see the average time to rank per month. Let's look at this a little bit closer. So the average person hits executive in 2 months with an average earning of $100. Now, I mentioned your only requirement is to have your loyalty rewards order of 100 PV, which is about $100. Then you have tax and shipping on that, right? So in 2 months, on average, people can get to this where they're earning their order back. Now, average in 3 months, people reach the rank of elite. Average monthly income of $300. Well, that's going to exceed your monthly order most months, right? Maybe there's a month that you order a little bit more, but that is really great, right? If you can get to elite and just get your oils paid for forever, that's awesome. But on average, if you keep going consistently, you can hit the rank of premier in 6 months, which has an average income of $830. So more than your oils, you're making an extra $500 a month. Awesome. And then on average, in about 18 months, so just shy of 2 years, people hit the rank of silver, and that's about $2,000 in income. So really, it's help you hit elite, and then you help 3 people hit elite, and you can make $2,000 a month, which is great. Then you can keep going. Remember, I mentioned that you need on average $4,500 a year or a month to retire, right? So if you can get a residual income at the rank of gold, you are at your retirement level. So you have the average retirement needed. That's pretty rad to be able to accomplish that. Average people do it in about 27 months, about 2 years. Platinum's average monthly income is about 10,000. Diamond's average monthly income is about 17,000. Blue Diamond's average income is about 38,000, and Presidential's diamond monthly income is about 100,000, a little over 100,000. So really huge potential to grow and build, right? And you can see anywhere in here is God, definitely supplementing or replacing your income, right? Here is definitely surpassing many people's income. So you have a lot of area to grow. So how do you make money? Let's talk about this really quick, just so it kind of makes sense to you. So when you help someone get started, so I enroll Amy I help her get some oils. I get 20% off of Amy's order. And this is everything they order in their first 60 days. So Amy enrolls January 1st, everything she orders through the end of February, I get 20% off of. Now, Amy turns around and enrolls Joe. Amy gets 20% off Joe's order. I get 10% off Joe's order, even if I don't help Amy. Then you have Joe who enrolls Sue. So Joe gets 20% off Sue's order. Amy gets 10% off Sue's order, and I get 5% off Sue's order. So this is our fast start bonus. This is where you make the most money in the beginning of the business. And this is doTERRA's way of helping you make some money on the beginning end before you really grow your team. So the more you enroll and the more you help people enroll people, the more you have the capacity to make this money each and every week. You also have the option to earn a power of 3 bonus, which is something that I help you structure. I think this bonus is so powerful and so important, but it's paid monthly based on structure. And basically, if you have 3 people underneath you ordering every month and you're ordering about, let's say, so it ends up being like 600 in volume. So about 150 each, or if there's more people ordering, you can earn $50 a month. Now, if you teach those 3 people to get 3 people to order, you can earn $250 a month. Now, if you teach those 3 people to all get 3 people, you can make $1,500 a month. I tell you, this bonus is solid. It's amazing. I love making it. It makes a huge difference in our checks. And it's just a really great bonus. So let me break this down for you. If you earn your $50 bonus every month for a year, you're earning an extra $600. Average time it takes to earn this bonus is 3 months, and you would need $12,000 in investments, earning 5% to make that amount of money. So now level 2, your $250 bonus. This is about $3,000. This is $3,000 per year if you hit it every month. Average time it takes to earn this bonus is 6 months, and you would need $60,000 invested, earning 5% to make that. Now, level 3 is your $1,500. That's $18,000 per year. You'd need $360,000 invested, earning 5% to make that. $18,000 a year if you just got your $1,500 bonus. Think about what that could do for your life, what that could do for your business, what that could do for your family. Okay, then we have our unilevel. Now, this is important that you understand this, just a basic understanding. This is doTERRA. On our first level, we make 2%. On our 7th level, we make 7%, okay? Now, if we look at a typical unilevel from another company, they make 7% on their first level and 2% on their bottom level. Now, what they're saying to you is, well, you're going to make more money up front. Well, yeah, I have, 3 people here. I'm making $9. They have 3 people here. They're making $31, right? Big difference, right? Now, when you look at the difference here, we they're still making more money. And then around our 3rd level, we level out. And then we stay level on our 4th, but then see what happens here on our 5th, our 6th, and our 7th. Because we're making a larger percentage where we have more people, we have the capacity to make almost triple the amount of money because they have more people, right? There's 2,000 people down here. We're making 7%. They're only making 2%. So you see how this is important that we make it in this order where it's less at the top, more at the bottom. That is very rare. And one of the things doTERRA does, it's amazing, which is why they do the fast start, because in the beginning, when you only have a couple people on your team, you're not making a lot in unilevel. But then when you get to about where I am, you're making more in unilevel than fast starts for sure. So basically, doTERRA set this up to make sure that you make the most amount of money. So let's talk about unilevel. Average income for a silver is $2,200 per month. That's $26,400 per year. Average time to reach a silver is about a year. You would need $528,000 invested, earning 5% to make that much money, right? This is huge. This is a game changer. And you can do this on the side of your business. I hit silver in 6 months while working 2 jobs. It's possible, it's doable. Gold. The average income is $4,500 per month. That's $54,000 per year. Remember, that is what you need to retire. Average time to reach gold is 30 months. I hit gold in a year. So it just depends on what work you're putting in. Again, I had 2 jobs when I did that. You would need over $1 million invested earning 5% to make that money, right? So what you can see here is you have to think about, are you going to be able to invest this much money, or would you rather build your residual income? We also have leadership pools, which is another income opportunity. As you get to Premier and above, you earn a different percentage of money back from doTERRA, which is kind of cool, just to have another opportunity to make money. But let's talk about this planning for your future. So a current 5-year plan, if you're in a job, is, maybe you make 51,000, almost 52,000 your first year. You keep going up just a little bit. 5 years in, you're making 58,000, keep going up a little bit. By the end of 10 years, you're making 67, almost 68,000. So you went up about 15,000. That's pretty rad, right? Like, not 15,000, you went up. Yeah. Like 1,000. Yeah. So you went up a decent amount, right? But when you look at doTERRA's 10-year plan, if you only hit one rank a year, but you stick with it. So your first year, you only make 1,200 because you hit executive the whole year. Then the second year, you hit elite the whole year, you make 3,600. Third year, you hit premier, you make 10,000 that year. Fourth year, you hit silver, you make 28,000. Fifth year, you hit gold, you're making almost 60,000. Sixth year, you hit platinum, you're making over 100,000. You can see that seventh year, you hit diamond, you're making over 200. Eighth year, you hit blue, you're making almost $500,000. Ninth year, you hit presidential, you are making $1 million a year, and you have no cap on this. So you can see the capacity, even if you grow slow, to continue to grow. And that is the beautiful thing about doTERRA. So some of the fears I hear coming up from people when I talk about this conversation with them is, I'm not good at sales. Well, if you can convince people to do anything for you, if you have kids, you're good at sales, right? Like if you have a business, you're good at sales. Like, it's really just about believing in your product and sharing it with people, right? So I'm not good at sales. This isn't about being the creepy car salesman. This is about sharing something that you're passionate about. And when we're passionate about things and we believe that other people should have them, we become good at them, right? We become naturally easy with them. I don't have a big social media following. That's okay. I don't have a big social media following either. You don't need that to grow this business. But if you have a big social media following, then you can use it to capitalize in this business, right? Some people don't want to build on social media. That's okay. I didn't build on social media until like 5 years into my business. I can't teach like you. No, you're right, because you're not me. And I've been doing this for almost 7 years, and you are you. So I can't teach like you either, right? All of us are different. All of us have different assets. All of us have different skill sets. And that is so important for us to love and embrace our skills and know that what we're teaching is aligned for us. It feels good in our heart and our soul. We want to teach what is important to us, right? And that is something I love helping people with. Will they have time? I always go back to we have time for what's important to us. When I started this business, I worked a full-time job and a part-time job, and I taught yoga. I was in a marriage that was not the healthiest of marriages, and I was solely responsible for everything in the home: cooking, cleaning, grocery shopping, paying the bills, you name it. It was all on my shoulders, and I still found time. We have time for what we choose to have time for. So if you believe in this, I love the quote, I'm willing to do now what others won't, so I can do later what others can't. If you really believe in this, if you really believe in this idea, in this possibility, in this chance, then you'll find time for it, right? Will people care what I have to say? If you're passionate about what you're sharing, people will absolutely care what you have to say. If you're just sharing just because you want to make money, well then, no, I mean, this might not be the right opportunity for you. I really genuinely think you have to care about helping people live a healthier, happier life. What if I fail? I love that quote. Oh, but darling, what if you fly? We're going to fail. The only way to become successful is to fail over and over and over again, to have things not work, to have people say no, to have to cancel things, to have things not work out the way we want them to, right? We're all going to fail, but you're going to have guidance and support on your way there. Will people think I'm weird? People have thought I'm weird my whole life. I think you just have to be so set on what you want to do, and know that it's okay if people think you're weird. My best friend's daughter, she was 13 when she said this to me. we were driving, she wanted to go to the consignment store to go get some shirts and stuff. And I was like, yeah, let's go. So we went, and she's like, you know, Jen, you're really weird. And I was like, okay. I was like, tell me what you mean by weird. And she looked at me and she said, you're always happy. You seem to always do just what you want. You can visit for longer than any other adult when you come to visit. And you kind of just work when you want. She's like, you're weird. She's like, you're not like any other adult I know. So her definition of weird was I wasn't stressed out, I wasn't tired, I wasn't overwhelmed, and I had freedom. And I was like, you know what, Vanessa, I'll take that weird any day. And I was like, you can be that weird too. Like, you don't have to sign up for this stress ball of life that many people do, right? So if that's what people think is weird about you, that you have time freedom, financial freedom, and you have bigger purpose in life, then sign me up for that weird, right? So what are the next steps for you? Do you have a wholesale account? If you are not enrolled with doTERRA, that is your next step. You're going to contact the person that helped you get started, or that you've been talking to that invited you to this, and enroll. Or if you already have your enrollment in, you're already a customer, you're going to make sure you have your loyalty rewards order set up. So choose a kit, set up your order. Tap into our resources, right? You're going to dive into our trainings. We're going to give you, you know, I have a 20-day launch that you can do in 20 days. You can do in 60 days. It depends on you. You can go through, but, you know, really you want to just start making your list and ignore this sample thing. We don't, I don't send everybody samples. It's overwhelming and exhausting and doesn't work greatly. There's different ways that we can do it, but we definitely want to start with kind of thinking of a list of who we want to talk to, how we want to support people. And this is going to be different for everyone. This was where your strategy comes in, right? So you're going to book your strategy call. We'll get you into the essential training program. It's valued at just under $500. But since you are on my team, you get it for free, which is awesome because I wrote it. You get our group accountability and encouragement. Again, all of this is done on our Kajabi platform and our app, off of social media, no distractions. You get one-on-one mentoring. So if I'm the one that brought you here, you're going to get that one-on-one support with me. For my coaches and consultants, the fun thing that I love to do is it's not just mentoring and coaching on your doTERRA business, because your doTERRA business is a part of your business, right? So we're going to mastermind your whole business. We're going to look at everything that's going on for you. And it's just so fun. You get all of that for free from me. Where my private clients pay me $3,000 a month. So you get me for free. And you get to start the year off fresh. You get to start off with something exciting, something new, something you're driven to learn more about, right? So I'm going to stop the recording. If you guys are watching the recording, go ahead and let me stop the share. Okay, so if you guys are watching the recording, go ahead, send the message back to the person that sent you the recording, letting them know that you had an opportunity to watch it. Set up your strategy call, dive in from here, and really start to see how doTERRA fits into your life, into your business. But know that, guys, this is a true way to create a residual income that is going to pay you for life. It was my income that allowed me to leave an abusive marriage. It was the income that allows me to live in San Diego as a single female and survive, right? And pay my bills and get out of debt from my intensely crazy divorce and marriage and things, right? Like, it's the income that allows me to travel, that allows me to be there for my friends and family when they need me. And I've been able to build this as a residual income through my time with doTERRA, and it's just such a blessing. So make sure you reach out to the person that sent you the recording, set up your strategy call, and start to figure out what your plan looks like to incorporate doTERRA into your life, into your business. And I'm excited to partner with you.